Hey guys, so today on Whiskey Wilderness, we are going to be putting these windows, gonna be blacking them out. We're gonna be putting some sealant around them, and we wanted our bus to still look like a bus from the outside, so we chose that we are not gonna be putting in any kind of metal sheeting to delete the windows, so to speak. So hopefully it all works out. See if we can get it waterproofed and blacked out the way we want, and go from there.
So I suggest you thoroughly clean your windows if you choose to do this as well. This will help the paint adhere properly. Make sure there's no oil or residue left on the window. I used the Dynaflex 230, which is a quick dap. I used it in black and it's extremely flexible and reduces cracking. I put it on the inside edges of the window in order to help seal it completely, as well as the top edge. And when I close it, it creates a full seal. Then I'm going to use the Rust-Oleum 2X Ultra Cover Paint and Primer in a satin black to cover my windows. So doing the painting, I made sure to lightly fog this paint on. This created a texture for it to hang on to on the glass and helps it seal completely. We also picked up this heat gun from Harbor Freight for $16, if you can believe it, and this has helped us significantly in trying to remove all these hard decals. Look how satisfying it is. So as I painted the windows, I fogged on, I believe, 3 layers of paint in order to completely cover it, and then I went back over it on all of the interior edges, again with my black sealant. So here's a close-up of that sealant on all the interior edges. It's not pretty, but it is being covered up, so it's okay. Little side project today was also a loose hose clip that we found that was leaking out some of our radiator fluid. I watched John down there struggling for a bit. Then I went down and offered to help, as I have teeny tiny little hands that could squeeze in there under the belt and around another hose in order to clip it. And we ended up getting it tightened up and no more leaks.
Okay, so we've got everything painted up. So let's do a little walkthrough of the floor plan so you guys can understand why we blocked out what we did.
Okay, so starting out, this window is going to be left open. This window is where the bathroom bedroom line is, so it will be shut completely, but we will be putting a really cool lighting fixture in here somewhere, probably on this vertical wall that will be here on the inside. And then on this side, we have the shower pan here. Those above windows will also be closed, and the closet is going to be down in here, and it will come out to this area. And on the other side, we have an open window that will be over my vanity area, which will be really nice, and my vanity will be right here. From here, we have the refrigerator cabinet, and then we'll have a countertop and our couch this way. On this side, we're going to have our electrical cabinet cased in over here next to our closet, right here, and over here will be a pantry, and that will be that area. From there, it's just the rest of the kitchen.
Okay, so we've already blacked out the windows for the windows that we're covering up with plywood, but before we do that, we're going to insulate them. So we could just we have 2 inch insulation here. We could just set it up over here and set it up over the window. We'll also have an inch insulation here so it'll all be smooth. But behind here, if you can see, there's a gap. So to remedy that, we're gonna take some of this bubble wrap insulation and we're gonna put that in the window. On the top one, we're going to put 2 layers because there's a little bit of a gap here. but on the bottom, we only need to put one. And that'll flush it out. That'll remove as much space for moisture to gather as possible. So for our framing, so we're going to be putting up our walls here. What we're going to do is we're going to put 1/2-inch plywood over top of the insulation, and then that plywood's going to be affixed to the frame of the bus. These self-tapping Tech screws. These are the same screws we use to affix the floor to the bus. Very solid, very strong. That'll hold it up. That'll remove any need for any 2x2s or 2x4s to be behind the wall to hold everything up. On the face of the plywood, that's where we'll put our 2x2s to build the walls out and the internal framing to hold everything to it. So now you have an idea of what we're doing. We're going to go ahead and get started.
I don't know if you can see this. It's snowing ever so lightly. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but look at Colorado. You are an anomaly.